Hello, everyone. My name is Spencer Parkinson. I'm the Pre-Treatment Director for South Iowa Water Reclamation Facility in western Utah. The water and wastewater industries are facing a crisis. The Clean Water Act is 50 years old, and those employees who started when the Clean Water Act was new are now retiring, if not already retired. My companions and I are here to discuss how to develop internship programs and how to bridge the gap and pass on the knowledge from the older generations to the newer generations. As an industry, we need to start now to instill our passion for water into the next generation of employees. We need to begin by educating students as early as elementary school about the employment opportunities in the water industry. Opportunities like mechanics, IT specialists, truck drivers, electricians, accountants, operators, as well as administrative personnel. As an industry, we need to ensure that we get noticed by engaging with students in all levels of schooling so we can pique their interest in our industry. Once their appetite is whetted, we need to tell these students about the internship programs that are available at various facilities. I'm joined today by Robert Delgado from the Inland Empire's Utilities Agency, who will share the importance of reaching out to schools and the value of internship programs. He will be followed by Michael Stewart from Mitchell Technical Services, who will break down the elements necessary for retaining new talent and succession planning.
Thank you, Spencer. Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Delgado, and I am the Manager of Operations and Maintenance for Inland Empire Utilities Agency located in Chino, California. As Spencer mentioned, our industry is facing a crisis, and we need to act quickly to change the course. I will be sharing with you some statistics, some misconceptions, as well as some practical solutions to tackle this crisis. The labor workforce has reached a critical point, and we can no longer afford to think of ourselves as the best of the best, and the people looking for employment should feel lucky to come work for us. We need to let go of this antiquated belief, as we are now having to compete for talent, and we cannot afford to sit around waiting for people to come knocking on our door, hoping that they will pick us as their employer simply because we think of ourselves as the best is wishful thinking. As an industry, we used to rely on people wanting to work for us. Now, we need them to work for us. To help us close the generational gap in the workplace, we must act quickly and employ creative solutions to promote and raise awareness about our industry. One of the solutions my agency employs is the use of an internship program. While this is not a new or innovative idea, many organizations fail to properly launch and sustain a successful internship program. Let us review some tactics that can be employed to ensure a successful campaign to attract younger generations into our industry. Establish your organization as a place that provides opportunity for those entering the workforce. Reach out to educational institutions such as high schools, community colleges, universities, and trade schools to educate and raise awareness about your organization and about our industry. You want to build relationship with these institutions so they know about you and what you offer. Students entering the workforce often don't know what they truly want to do with their careers. What better way to provide real-life hands-on experience than with an internship program? To ensure successful implementation of an internship program, there must be commitment and support at all levels of the organization. The following are quick steps to ensure a successful deployment of an internship program. Draft a formal internship program. As stated earlier, commitment at all levels of the organization is key. Words without actions will yield little to no results. Advertise the program. Unleash your organization's social media superpowers. Let the world know you are in the business of providing opportunities to learn and grow. Make sure institutions and their students are aware of your program. Present your program, talk to them about your program, sell your program. Make the program year-round. Internships are not only for summer anymore. Students are connected academically 365 days a year. Online programs hardly ever take a break, and therefore interns can work year-round. Lastly, measure performance, provide feedback, and encourage interns to spread the word about their positive experience. Our industry needs us more than ever, and it is up to you and me to ensure workforce is ready to take on the challenges of today and tomorrow. Let's promote our industry, provide a learning environment with the use of internship programs, and let's leave behind the "you should feel lucky to come work for us" belief. Now, I will pass it on to Michael Stewart, who will be speaking to you about employee retention and succession planning.
My name is Michael Stewart. I'm a regional projects manager for Mitchell Technical Services based in Mississippi. I'm a certified water and wastewater operator working with municipal and industrial clients in several states. A large percentage of the water workforce has reached or is reaching retirement age. It is critical that our organizations develop succession plans that capture this wealth of knowledge and prepare the next generation of leaders before our colleagues transition to retirement. While it is impossible to detail all the different ways to develop succession plans in this short video, it is my intent to discuss a few basic elements of succession planning and introduce some things to consider that have helped our company develop and maintain staffing for over 30 years. Succession planning can be broken down into three basic phases: identification, assessment, and development. Let's discuss these phases beginning with identification. As managers in the water sector, we must identify which roles are absolutely mission critical to protecting public health and develop a plan to ensure that these roles are filled with properly trained employees. Once we have identified these roles, we must also identify which roles are at risk of vacancy. While it is relatively simple to determine which employees are approaching retirement age, it may be a little more difficult to determine if you have unhappy employees. If you have employees that begin doing the minimum required to get by, or they begin to show up late or eager to leave, they are probably not happy with their job. They may also begin to complain, start making careless mistakes, or even start having trouble getting along with other employees. If you notice any of these warning signs, you probably have an unhappy employee that is at risk of leaving. Once we have completed the identification phase, we are ready to begin our assessment phase. We need to evaluate individual roles and identify which roles may complement each other. Evaluate individual employees' strengths and determine what is needed to help them continue to progress to positions of more responsibility. Be careful not to focus on one individual for these key roles, but rather focus on groups of people that show similar potential. The more people given the chance to succeed, the better your organization will be at retaining employees and maintaining dependable people in key roles. If you have unhappy employees, dig into why and see if there's a way to resolve these issues. Once the identification and assessment phases have been completed, you are ready to begin developing a plan of action. Develop a plan that incorporates the following: cross-training of employees. This will help develop depth for critical roles, and it will allow you to evaluate the different skill sets of individual employees. It also helps to build teams while giving employees insight into how they can advance. While performing this cross-training, be sure to pair younger employees with more senior employees. Embracing this generational diversity will help you to retain institutional knowledge while allowing younger employees to see a path forward in their career. By providing adequately trained backup employees, you will likely reduce stress on senior employees, which may allow you to retain them longer as well. Be sure to document the institutional knowledge of your senior employees by updating SOPs and drawings regularly. In addition to in-house training, provide formal education and certification opportunities for all levels of employees as well. A good succession plan should constantly evolve as the demands of your organization change. Take care of your employees and help them reach their maximum potential, and they will do the same for your organization.
The three of us have been around for some time. I, for one, benefited from succession planning and the company investing time, energy, and education into me. I started at my facility as an entry-level operator. Through perseverance on my part and the willingness on the company's part, I'm now part of the executive management team. As an industry, we're all looking for better ways to ensure that the knowledge we possess is passed on to our successors. As every generation passes into retirement, there's always a disconnect between those whose careers are sunsetting and those whose careers are just beginning. Make sure that you're bridging the gap between those two groups so that your younger generation employees can feel included, be successful, and represent your company professionally long into the future. Thank you, and good luck.